Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome as well. It is What I've Been Warming Wednesday. So every week I do this video to just let you know what I've warmed in my home throughout the last week. I let you know how it performed, where I warmed it, how it did. So you might decide what you want to try or where you want to try things in your home. So we'll kind of hop in. The first change, I guess, is I have pods in the new air purifier, which is sitting just a few feet away from me in this direction. I have Mahalo coconut in there right now. And this is a great pod scent. Like, it's like a very fresh coconut. It's like a coconut with a lot of freshness. It kind of reminds me if you mixed like palm trees and ocean breeze with like a bit of coconut. It's really, really nice, very summery. That said, I can't smell this in the pods in the air purifier over here. This is a larger space, so I think that's playing into the reasoning on why, but I don't know how this pod pack performs. So far for me, not well, because I haven't been able to smell it at all since I put it in. So I love Mahalo coconut as a scent. I don't know that I would recommend it as a pod pack, but with that being said, I'm not sure how pods are going to perform in this air purifier yet, because this is the first set I've put in there and it's a larger space, so it may be very light. Next up, in my daughter's room, we finished 2 cubes of Blueberry Burst. This one is like blueberry, and I think there's other berries in here as well. I think caramelized sugar. This one smells like straight up blueberry muffin. Like just straight up blueberry muffin with like browned edges, and it's delicious. Really yummy, was super nice in her room, lasted a few days. It did pretty well. Yeah, we were happy with this. She liked it in her room. It's a very sweet sort of bakery blueberry scent. It's not like a bright fruity blueberry. It's more of like a bakery blueberry type scent to us. And I would say it was about medium strength. And this one lasted 2 or 3 days in her room, so not bad at all. Quite nice. This is part of the Easter collection. This does go away along with the other Easter items at the end of this month. So the last day of April is the last day to shop this collection. If you're interested, or add them to your club, whatever you'd like to do. This one isn't a club ad for me, but we do really enjoy it, and I think I have one more bar. Next in her room, we did 100 Acre Wood, which might give you a hint as to what won the wax war this week. So 100 Acre Wood, to me, smells like a sort of lavendery, soft cotton type scent. There's no lavender in the notes on this, but it smells very like soft and cozy and clean and a little bit like earthy. It's very pretty, very soft. And then in the bathrooms, I just did one thing in bathrooms this week. I did 1 cube in each bathroom of JUMPIN Jelly Bean. This was available in the flash sale last month, and this was a Easter scent a couple years back, I think. And it's like bright, juicy pear jelly bean. It is a very fun scent. It's like, yeah, pear jelly bean. I really like this one actually, and it actually lasted quite a while in the bathroom too. So this is a good performer. And jelly bean, while it's kind of a strange scent for the bathroom, I liked it in there because it's kind of a bright, vibrant pear. So that vibrant, fruity pear was quite nice in there. And it lasted again, like you could smell it 3 or 4 days in. So I liked that it lasted quite a while in there as well. Next in our bedroom, I have Citrus Pear Cider. This was a sample that Sarah sent me from New Zealand. And this one was, I think, a brick that they had, possibly. If anyone's from Region 3, they can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was a holiday brick from last year. Like, instead of eggnog, I think they got spiced citrus pear cider. It was really nice. It was like it kind of reminded me, what did it remind me of? To me, it was kind of like, I mean, yes, it was citrus pear cider. It was kind of like I got more pear than citrus, but there was some like brightness from the citrus. And where I feel like a lot of the North American cider scents are very pumpkins forward and very spice forward, this wasn't really spice forward. It was definitely a cider scent, but it wasn't spicy. It was a nice like citrus pear type scent. I really enjoyed it. I hope we get this in North America one day. This was really lovely to try. I would say, I know Sarah said this one was on the stronger side for her. I did the 2 cubes in the bedroom, and I found it to be like maybe a medium at peak. It did last about 2 days though, so that was pretty good. But we really enjoyed it. I would love to try this if it ever comes back. The other thing I did in our bedroom was lavender cotton. You will get a full video about this when I do the lavender wax war that is coming up. Spoiler alert, the lavenders won by a lot. You guys were very, very enthusiastic with the lavenders. So lavender cotton. And then I did like a whole bunch of stuff in the open layout here this week. I finished like 11 bars out here. So I just went through and was like trying to make room. So I was just like using up things that had like 2 cubes left and doing some mixes and things like that to use up bars. So we'll start with like bad news first. So the one that I did first was French Toast from Bring Back My Bar a while back. This one's also coming back this June. And like the notes sound fabulous. It's like French toast with like egg dip with the egg wash and like powdered sugar and like maple syrup. Sounds like it'll be great. And it is a lot of maple. If you are iffy with maple, I don't know that you're gonna like this. This is very maple forward. And on cold, I find it fine. It's kind of like a spicy cinnamon. Like I get quite a bit of spice from this. That could be because this has been sitting a while. Like this is an older bar from last Bring Back My Bar, so I don't know how old this bar is, but fairly old. I don't see the pour date on here. But yeah, the thing was, I put this in, I had 6 cubes, put it in the open layout here, and I came back out here a couple hours later, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, I could smell burning electrical wires. So I started, like, checking all my warmers, checking the plugs, the outlets, like, just going around looking for fire hazards, because it smelled like burning electrical wires to me, and I was kind of freaking out a little bit. It wasn't. It was this. I don't know why or what, but something with the spice note in this, with the other things, smelled like burning wires to my nose. I kind of get it. It smells like, when I smell it in here right now, it kind of, you know how like a hot glue gun smells when it's heating up? And it's got kind of that hot, like kind of burnt smell to it when the glue's getting hot in the glue gun. That's what this smells like to me right now. And when it was in the warmers, I could smell like burning electrical wires. So I was like looking carefully to make sure there wasn't any like issues happening. I took this out because I needed to make sure that nothing was going to catch on fire, and it was actually just this, and it was just this. As soon as I took this out, the smell dissipated and it was fine. So for me, this was a pass. I'll be interested to see it when this comes back in June, if I get the same spice level from a brand new bar. And I'm suspecting I won't, because spice usually gets stronger over time. So I'm wondering how I might do with a fresh bar. So I am looking forward to trying this again, but my hopes are not super high at this point for French Toast. And I usually do quite enjoy spicy scents. So not sure about this one. We will see how a fresh bar does. So after I took out French Toast, I finished off 6 cubes of vanilla bourbon. This was from the Father's Day collection last year. This was nice. It's kind of like I don't get a ton of bourbon from this. It is vanilla for sure. And I almost get like brown sugar or like a very sweet caramel. Maybe a little bit of oak. I do get some like maybe oak notes in here. Maybe like the barrel that the bourbon was made in, but no like boozy notes, which was nice. So this is quite nice. It's kind of a nice bakery scent. Not overly strong for me. This was like maybe a medium in the open layout, not long lasting. I would say 12 hours or less. And I recall that being the case the last time I warmed this as well. Back when I first got this bar, it was like, okay, it was a nice scent. I liked it better on warm than I did on cold. But it wasn't like a standout scent for me. It was really nice. I don't know if I'd get it again or not. It was nice. I may or may not repurchase it. But longevity wise, not fantastic for this type of scent. But strength was about average for the open layout. The next thing I did was a 3-bar mix, and I had 2 cubes of each. So I did 6 cubes total. And for this mix, I just did one scent per warmer and just kind of had them mingled. So in the living room here, I did orange from the Chase Rainbows collection. And this one is like, it smells like orange jelly beans or an orange candy to me. Maybe some mango in here as well. It's not just pure orange. And it's very sweet and orangey. I find it very light. I don't know that I could even smell this one when it was warming out here at all. it was overpowered by the other two scents I had in. So I did find this one to be the lightest of the Chase Rainbows collection. It's not a bad scent. It's quite a lovely orange scent. I just didn't find it a great performer, and there are many other orange scents that I prefer to this bar. Next, there was yellow. So I did 2 cubes of this as well. This one is good. This is like a very bright, juicy lemon. It's lemon, and I would say maybe grapefruit. It's sweet and lemony and vibrant and juicy. It is good. There's a lot of like, there's more complexity to this one than there is to like Squeeze the Day, which is just kind of like a cleaner lemon type thing. This is more of like a juicy lemon. This is really nice. This one I have put in my club tentatively. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it there, but I'm going to at least get like 3 or 4 more bars of it because I really, really love this lemon scent. It might be my favorite lemon scent that Scentsy has done, maybe even more than lemon sorbet. Performance-wise, I find this one pretty good, so I really enjoy that one. Next, I did 2 cubes of lemon drizzle cake. This was to add like a bakery component to the other lemon. This one is less juicy lemon and more lemon pound cake with like a hint of a lilac note. And the lilac to me in here is very realistic lavender. It's not like, not lavender, realistic lilac. It's not like a soapy lilac or a powdery lilac. It's like a very realistic flowery lilac. And it's pretty light. It's mostly lemon cake. This one performs okay for me. Again, not crazy long lasting, but not awful either. Overall, this mix of 3 lasted about 24 hours, which wasn't bad for 3 citrus type scents. That's pretty decent. But again, it was these 2 that I was smelling. I never did smell this one. So there was those. So overall, I wouldn't personally repurchase the orange bar. I am going to repurchase the yellow bar. And I have got lemon drizzle cake in my club because I really love that one. And I don't feel like we've had anything like this before. So that one's in my club. Next, we had a day where it snowed a whole bunch. And I just really felt like vanilla mint. This one's so beautiful. This is like the perfect open layout scent. This would be a nice one if you had company coming over. It's nice just for a cool day. It would be nice on a hot day too, I think. It's like minty without being holiday-ish. It's like a citrusy vanilla mint. It's very beautifully balanced. It's really pretty. It's hard to describe, but it's a complex, pretty mint. It's very lovely. So this I think would be lovely in pretty much anything we have it in. It was available in the fall winter catalog. We hope it comes back. It's in my club if it doesn't because I love this one. This one did really nicely. We really enjoyed this one. This was in the open layout, 6 cubes, and it was about a day. Did I do it for 2 days? Might have been at least a day and a half. It was pretty good. And I would say medium strength again. Really lovely. Yeah, this one's pretty. And then this one's also pretty as it wears off. It changes over time. It gets a lot like softer and more complexity almost comes out, like perfumey notes as it goes on. But they're very like soft, vanilla-y perfume notes. It's beautiful. So love vanilla mint. The next thing I did was a day when it finally cleared up after all the snow. And now I've been sitting here with spring forward. I had 6 cubes. I've been holding on to this one because I meant to warm it last month and I just never was in the mood for this one. But now we're at the end of April. It's finally starting to feel like spring where we are. And yeah, this one just kind of like was like, ooh, this is appealing now. It wasn't appealing before, but it is appealing now. It's a very pretty, soft, sweet floral. It kind of reminds me of like a tulip type scent. I'm trying to see what kind of flower they have on here. I'm not sure what picture of flower that is, but maybe it's tulips. I don't know. I get tulips or daffodils or some of those very sweet spring blooms. It's really pretty. Love this. Sweet floral, not at all powdery, not at all heady. I think if you're opposed to florals, you'd probably be at least okay with this one. Really liked it. It was a short duration one as well. I would say 14, 16 hours, but we enjoyed it. It was really beautiful. It was at least a medium in our open layout. Really liked it. I don't have any way to get more of this one. This was a bring back my bar last summer. It's one of those ones where I don't know that I would club it even if I could now, but it was really pretty. I really enjoyed it for what it was and while I had it. Then yesterday, we had our first thunderstorm of the year here. We've gone from winter to summer in like a week, apparently. So I reached for Thunderstorm. This one was from last Bring Back My Bar round. This one is like, I want to say it has carnation in the notes, or at least one of the scent descriptions for it does. Because it is kind of like a spicy floral, like wet floral. Oh, this one is so good. This one's like walking into like a flower shop, like a florist, and they have like the big coolers full of flowers and they're like sitting in water, and you can like walk into those coolers and it just smells like roses and carnations and fresh flowers and some wetness. This is that. This is so pretty. I don't get rain so much. I get wet flowers, like a wet flower garden. It is beautiful. Like, I don't normally love florals. This one I love, and I kind of regret not putting in my club. It's not one that I would warm constantly, but for like a thunderstorm day, this was perfect. And like, it feels, the one thing I will say with this one is it feels like it would be a scent, because it's fairly strong, it feels like it would be a scent that would last a really long time, and it doesn't really. I would say, when did I put this in? This was no more than 14 or 15 hours. That being said, it was like medium to medium plus while it was going, and it was just really enjoyable. Like, we all really enjoyed this one. And even with the windows cracked a little bit, like not wide open, but like cracked open windows, this one still held its own in the open layout, which was wonderful. And like with the mix of this with like the smell of like actual rain outside coming in, this was gorgeous, like beautiful. So if you have any of this bar hanging around, I would save it and use it when it's actually like storming outside, so you can enjoy the actual outdoor rain scent mixed with this, because it is perfect. Love this. If this ever comes back again, I think this one will come back at some point. It's pretty popular, but it might not be for a couple of years. I do have a couple bars of this that I stocked up on before it left, but I would repurchase this one for sure. I love this one. If you want like a very realistic floral, Thunderstorm is a good one. The other thing I did is I had 3 bars here that were kind of in the cozy category. So I had 2 cubes of apple butter frosting, which went away in the fall, and I'm not sure if we're going to see it back. I hope we do, because it's beautiful. It is like a buttercream frosting with apple butter. It's like a slightly spiced apple frosting. It's good. Then I had 2 cubes of Welcome Home. This one's kind of like an all year round spice category scent. It's like cinnamon and spices. It's like a nice basic spice scent. Not a whole lot of complexity to it. Just a nice like light medium spice scent. And then I had 2 cubes of Coffee Tree, which is like fresh coffee with like a scoop of sugar or something like that. I get more than that. Like I don't get straight up coffee from this. I get coffee and sugar and maybe a little bit of some kind of creamer or nuttiness. It's nice though. So I did 3 of these. And again, I just did 1 scent per warmer because I had 2 cubes of each. So I did this one in the middle of the open layout, and this one really got lost. Like, you could smell a little bit of spiciness to it, but I didn't get the delicious apple gourmandness of it that I normally do. Welcome Home. Yes, I did that one over here. That one was like a light medium spice scent. It was cozy, it was nice, kind of spicy. And then I did Coffee Tree in the kitchen area. This one took over. This one was much stronger than the other 2. And this is the one that I mostly smelled. I'd say I smelled like 70% this and like 30% these 2. It's really good. It was just, I wouldn't mix those 3 again because it wasn't a great balanced mix. But it was a nice mix overall. But I think if I were to mix this again, I would use more of these 2, or a scent that is more equal in strength to Coffee Tree, because Coffee Tree is quite a strong scent. Very open layout worthy. This was to bring back my bar last summer as well. If you have this one, I would say it's fine for an open layout. If you don't have this one, it's a good one to bring back if you want a good coffee scented open layout bar. And there we have that. And that is all I warmed this week. So that was quite a bit actually. I got through a lot of wax this week. So we're getting to the end of the month. So I'm trying to get my empties all together and organized so I can do that and then move on to a fresh month with a new melting basket and all of that. Other than that, I'm kind of considering here with the wax war. So we're doing the lavender wax war, and I'm trying to decide whether to do it in 2 parts so that you get a video tomorrow as well as next Thursday with the lavenders, because I am doing it like 2 bars per week for the 4 lavender scents. Or if I should just skip a video this week for Thursday and do a longer video of all 4 lavenders next week. So let me know in the comments below what you would prefer, and I might put up a poll on my channel as well for you guys to answer as well, just to let me know how you would rather do that. Because for future 4-bar wax wars, I think I am going to split them into 2. If it's still a 2 or 3-bar one, I'll still do it in 1 week. But for the 4-part ones, and there will be a few coming up that are 4-part options, I think I do want to do it in 2 weeks, and I'm trying to decide whether you guys want to see that in 1 video or 2. So let me know below whether you think that 4-bar wax war should be split into 2 separate videos or just 1 longer video, but then we skip this week and then do it next week. Let me know below. Hope things are going well where you are. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.